everyone, Tamakaze here with a video on our new Algo portfolio and strategy planning spreadsheet. This is something that many users have been asking for, a tool like this that I really think is going to be a powerful arsenal in designing your own algorithmic trading portfolio. I don't know of anything else out there like this that is dynamic as this. And so, because I couldn't find one, we decided to make our own, and I'm happy to share it with our users here. So let's get into it. What is it? What does it do? And why is it so powerful? So one of the big things we have at EZAlgos is a wide range of plug and play strategies, as well as the ability to optimize your own strategies on any ticker you want and use Sandbox to make new strategies. With all of those at your disposal, how do you know how they interact with each other when you're running them at the same time? How do you know if you're running two strategies side by side? Are your drawdowns going to be bigger? Are they going to complement each other? So if one's doing bad, one's doing good to keep your drawdown up? There's really no way to know that other than live testing. So we decided to design a spreadsheet where you can plug in all of your historical data for the past year, see how the strategies operated side by side, week by week, and see what their drawdowns are when they intermingle with each other. And so we built that into a dynamic spreadsheet here where you can select which algorithms you want to use, and all of the data will update in real time for you based on your uploaded historical data. So what I have up here is our current plug and play strategies, as well as some of our strategies that are in beta testing, so that we can see how they interact with each other. We also have the ability to upload new strategies and add those here as they come available, or if we create our own, or if we want to say we want to run two trendies or two Crimson Dawns, but maybe on different tickers, we want to upload the data on those tickers, we can do that as well with these tabs on the bottom here. So how does it work in real time with updating here? Let's go over the top chart first. You can see here the average weekly profit. This includes profitable weeks and negative weeks, and then averages out to an average weekly expected profit. This is the max weekly drawdown. So at its worst week, how much did it lose that week? And then this chart down here is if you were to run them all side by side, what is your weekly expected return? What is the weekly max drawdown that you could potentially expect? So we can go and say, okay, how do we get the drawdown? Maybe some of these are correlated and we don't want to run them side by side because maybe one of them has more risk than reward. For instance, like we go look at VMAC, that has a really bad week. Now, it is one of our higher profitable strategies per week, but it also has the largest drawdown. So we could turn that off potentially here and get our drawdown. You can see that turns it basically in half because that brings our week down. And you can see the chart on the right is our year to date, and this will update as we decide to select on and off strategies. That'll update here. Maybe we have another one here. We're saying, okay, this says a large drawdown. Let's go and look at our next largest drawdown here. Let's maybe change that to a micro, and that brings our drawdown even more. And now our chart's starting to look a lot more usable with our drawdown being lower and our expected return being higher. Maybe we want to run, a couple more contracts there. So, I really like the upside of this. So I want to run 5 contracts there. And it's possible, when you do that, it actually lowers that and raises that more because of the way it works within the other strategies. So this is very dynamic, and you're going to try to find that sweet spot with running the algorithms together. And maybe I don't want to run gap filler and bring the risk down. And maybe I don't want to run mean short as well, bring the risk down more. And so, these strategies are correlated with other strategies. And you can see our correlation chart down here. You can see how the strategies are correlated with each other as well. So, VMAC and Trendy, highly correlated, and Jon Snow and Trendy, highly correlated. VMAC and some other of these are highly correlated. So the closer to one, the higher the correlation. If it's blue and negative, that means it performs opposite. It's negatively correlated. So you want the correlation to be as low as possible or negatively correlated. So that way, if one strategy is doing bad and you're having a really bad week, other strategies are picking up the slack. So we're almost able to have a full portfolio without any negative weeks here year to date with this strategy right here. And you can see I'm still working on getting this one updated. So this will just have the total contracts here, but it's actually 12 because we're not using this. This is just another feature we're going to be adding at the end. But just keep in mind, if you have like a Top Step or Prop Firm account, this, that has like a max contracts per day, you can help keep track of that with this as well. So this is designed to help you with designing plans for prop firms like Top Step and Apex, but of course it works for everything. You can, let's say you have a $5,000 cash account and you want to design something with low drawdowns. This is what this is. And then we just have some settings here if you want to keep track of your settings on what you're using here. That's what this is for. This doesn't update. You have to go type it in. The days to load is feature just how many days on your chart to load. Keep track of your time frame, your data series, your instruments. These are all things that you will go and plug in yourself. It's not dynamic. You'll have to type those in, but it's there so you can keep track of it for your own purposes. So if you want to look back at it, you can do that. And that's really how cool this is. It's simple to the point. You can see your expected yearly gains based on what you ran. So if we were to run this plan, um, historically this made 200,000 this year. Doesn't mean it's going to do that in the future, but it gives us a high probability scenario that we're going to be profitable in the future, and that's really the point of this. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We put a lot of work into it. It took a lot of a lot of coding, and shout out to my boy GW for helping me with this. I could not have done it without him, but I'm super excited for this, and we have some upgrades planned for the future of this. But right now this is super usable and super awesome, and I really hope you guys all enjoy it. Thank you, and have